are you doing down there? Get back over there. I need to have a chat with you. Because the reason being, ignore all that washing all behind it. But yeah, guys, if you checked out the last previous episode that was made by me, Blute084, now we're going into the second part and we're getting the colouring done. If you don't know what this is in aid of, this is Inktober 2020. If you don't know what Inktober, go and check out one of the live streams and I'll give you a full explanation of everything that happens in Inktober. Check out the first episode for all of the information and then check out all the other episodes. There are 31 days. So if you guys don't want to watch every individual stream from where I did all the illustrations from Inktober, then definitely check out the edit and I'll give you a little bit of a synopsis of what's happening in each video or on each day. So yeah, guys, go and check them out. Again, my name's Blute084, BLUT084, and I am going to be showing you the comic that I coloured in after the live streams because I wanted to use my Copic markers, and that's what I've done. I used my Copic markers for a full month. Some of them have run out, but not all of them. So I will be using ones that have been run out to do shading. You can see that later on in the video today. And in the second part of this video, again, this is going to be a two-parter. But if you do enjoy it, guys, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Ding the bell for notifications, because there's a second part to this coming. And I've got that polymer clay. Find out what happens in video 2 to see why I got my polymer clay. See you at the end. So yeah, the first day, the day was fish, and I used the Copic markers to start off. I used the yellow I'm watching at the same time. I used the yellow to use that as like where the sunlight was hitting, same as it does in the picture you see on my phone. Again, I was using a reference for this one. I wanted to just sort of match the colours the best I could and see what I could do actually with the Copic markers and see what kind of shading I could do. See what kind of because I'd already shaded them in the live stream. As you can see, I put the grey on all that and ready on there and the low tones. Now I'm sort of like using this but use the higher tones and sort of see what I can do with that green. There's different kinds of green, different kinds of way I'm using the pen. There's two different ends to this pen as well. So like a thin end and there's a fat chunky end. Really handy fat chunky end. Really enjoyed using these pens. If you want to find out about them, again leave me a comment. But yeah, day one was fish and didn't really do much, but you will find out more about it in the live stream. day 2, where the word was wisp. And I couldn't really decide. I thought a wisp, as in a willow's wisp, as in like a old age creature. Kind of used that as like maybe a wisp of flame. So I sort of took a few different references. Again, I'm not really doing my comic right now. You have to wait until day 10 for that, at the beginning of that. But yeah, this is something I've sort of, again, I've used a load of like different tactics in shading and how much over shading and tones and things like that, and different tones of skin as well. I mean, so many different tones. I'm glad I put all that shading in there before, but it was a good day. I really enjoyed doing this one. Again, this was a character I think I will use again in the future, but it isn't one of the main characters from the story. This is just the Wisp, the blue Wisp. You can see there. Or if you know of Cornish folklore, this is a wisp from folklore. Find out more about that up on the internet, because I'm not going to tell you unless you ask. And then we get to day 3, and to that this word was bulky. And if you have a check on the arm, he's got a bulky arm, and I didn't really know what to do for this picture. Everybody was sort of drawing bulky blokes and bulky women, and I just didn't want to do a boring old picture of a person. So I drew a picture with a person with a bulky order, which you can find out later on why he has such a bulky order. That will be in the second part of the videos, or the second video. But he's got a bulky arm. And again, I'm using all the colours to my effect, and I'm trying to blend now. Towards the end, I use the yellow to blend with the greys and things like that, and see what kind of mucky colour I can get, because I kind of wanted to make the kitchen a little bit like, because he's got such a bulky order, he hasn't got time. All he does all day is flip burgers, and that's all he's doing. That's the bulky order. So his arm is like, oh, but the other one was like, eh. So that was kind of thing I was going for. And like that's why he's got such a bulky arm, because he's always flipping burgers. But you'll find out what his bulky order is later on in the video, so don't forget to keep tuning in, keep watching all the way to the end, guys. Video killed the radio star in this one, but the prompt word was radio, and I wanted to wanted to do a radio, but I didn't want to do a bog standard. Everybody seemed to have been doing a radio, and I was a little bit late to the day, so I didn't want to copy what somebody had already done. But obviously, I had to do some sort of radio, and I went with an FM old style radio, and the theme was radio killed the video star. And as you can see up on the, you've got 3 characters. What came after the radio, which was podcast, and then it went to live streamings, which was basically the same thing as where it originated. Then you've got videos and YouTube and things like that, and social media, and that's the 3 characters that have come to see the radio as it's done. That's what we did here, and again I was sort of mucking around with tones and textures and things like that, and what I could use, how I could make things look more dirty by just using a different sort of way of shading, or a different way of just putting on the pen, because the pen, they're different. They're very different to what I've used before. They are Copic markers, so if you ever use Copic markers, you kind of know what I mean. I like watercolours, but they're not really much more bold than watercolours. They're alcohol based. So yeah, this is what I was experimenting with colour. To this guy. Now this guy is Morningscape. If you don't know about this Morningscape, this has already been made out of polymer clay, as you can see here. You can see it in the video as well. And the word was blade, and because Morningscape has his own single blade, I've made this out of polymer clay. If you want to know how to make this one out of polymer clay, guys, then all you got to do is check out the Creation Station playlist to see how I made the wing blade. But the wing blade was like a late addition to it, and also the Gauntlet of Power Light. I haven't really got a name for that one, but he wears that on his wrist, and you can't see it unless you see it again. You see it later when it comes into play a little bit later on, so don't forget to keep watching for that. But if you want to do anything like this out of polymer clay, start from complete nothing, just using tinfoil and things like that. Again, you can find out how to make it in Creation Station, but this is not the main character. This is my wingman, and as the word was blade, I thought, what better than, because I was going to try and create the character, I'm trying to create the comic. I thought, why not try and do a little really good comic type shading and things like that with the Copic markers, as we're going to be getting more of this towards the end, and they're just keep tuning this.
Three blind mice Three blind mice. See how they run. See how they run. They all run after
Yeah, I can hear 'em. Can you- Oh no, they're there on the street. Stupid thing, isn't it? But anyway, guys, this here is day 6, and the word was rodent. Again, I use a hell of a lot of references for the different field mouse, and you've got a hamster in the middle, and then you've got the king of all rodents, the rat. And that one. I just wanted to know what I could use, what colours work together, what dark colours work together, and how I could make things look shaded with using a dark colour. And I used a little bit of an edge lighting on the plastic bags here, for the rubbish bags. Again, the different colours for the thing. I was trying to blend them together and see what colours work together and see what sort of contrasts with other things that are the contrasts. I keep forgetting in there. But yeah, this one isn't one of my favourites, but I did enjoy drawing it because it was nice and simple. I didn't have much time on this day, so I sort of went, that'll do, done. Yeah, hopefully you enjoy it. Oh, yes, this day. It was a very fancy day on day 7. We did enjoy it. We used the Copic markers once again to use the light of my effect with just using a bit of yellow. Then we go in with a little bit more colour and try and darken up those wooden panels. Kind of taking a leaf out of the book of the very first page. If you don't remember my first paying customer, that stream and those videos, definitely go and check those out. That's a little bit of inspiration from there, but also a little bit of inspiration from other places. Using the colour and using the light to my greatest effect that the best I could. Still learning to do, seeing what Copic markers do. There we go. Have a good look at this one here, because this will come in. This will come later on. So don't forget, keep tuned, guys, because this is day 8 and the other. If you don't know about the other, it is the other side, or the other side of the mirror portal, because that's what the comic's called, the mirror portal. The other side is of Morningscape, which is, this is the main character. Again, we made him out of polymer clay. Don't forget to keep tuned for more polymer clay for that. But this is the hero of the story, and this is his sidekick. This is Blue Angle, and this is Morningscape. And he has a darker side, or on the other side is the mirror portal. On their Earth, or not Earth, I'm going to call them Earth. On their side, on the evil side, quote marks, it's going to be, it's more of a sand Mad Max world. And the other, if you've seen previous pictures, this is him risen again, and he's off to fly about. Don't know where he's going, but the word was teeth, and I couldn't think of any better thing to have a villain, my villain, with his great teeth ready to bite. Now, on this day, the word was throw, and, well, didn't want to go with the normal Olympian type thing, but I thought to myself, throw a javelin, I wonder what I could create with that. So I took a picture, and I'm watching Morningscape, if this is Morningscape. Morningscape is on his Twitch channel. He wanted me to watch a few of his episodes, so I was watching, what was he playing? Can't remember, you have to go and check out his channel, Morningscape 7, Twitch. Me, Blue084. But for this here, we've got the javelin. Again, I didn't want to go with just a bog standard thing, so I kind of tried to turn him Roman, but I tried to sort of see if I could work it in with the comic. I couldn't really work it in, but he's throwing something, because it was going to be originally Morningscape throwing his weapon here, but I kind of, again, I'd run out of time to draw it, but not to colouring in. I didn't want to do any extra to it after the live stream, so I left it as was. But he's wearing a toga, but I'm using different tones of different colours to sort of ensure, again, with the light sources, where's the light coming from, how can I make it darker in areas and lighter in other areas, and how can I make it look like a decent skin tone without it looking like I patched it all over the place. So I just keep practicing, and again, I'm practicing with this one, and I think I'm almost pretty much there on this one. So if you think so, don't forget to leave a like, thumbs up for the word throw on day 9. Hello. You been good, girl? Yes, you are. Hopefully you're being good as well. Because if you would like to own this comic for yourself, because we are now on the first page. This is probably going to be the main page. The word was hope, and you can obviously tell that I've taken a little bit of inspiration from A New Hope or from Star Wars. But yeah, I got the image, but I wanted to incorporate my personal characters again, Blute Angle and Morningscape, into the story that I'm creating. Now, the base story of what's going on is you've got the mirror portal, and you have in between you've got this side's the bad, and this is the good. It's not angels, it's not demons, it's just characters that've got wings and characters. Both characters do have wings, and again, I'll be showing you how to make bone wings in closer towards the end of the thing. But my story is that the mirror portal is opened, and on the either side, I've gone to check it out, but you have to find out from the next page more about that. But yeah, this is the front page. We've got Blute Angle. He's holding up his staff in hope of the light that he brings from his staff, which we'll find out how he uses that later in the book. Right, here we are, first page of the comic, and this, I should say this, I don't know where it is, this, whatever, is Dust Skimmer, and he is preparing himself a snack. As it's on the evil side of the world, they don't really give a crap about plates, they don't give a crap about mess, they don't give a crap about anything that doesn't involve not feeding themselves. That's the kind of idea I'm going with this. Dust Skimmer's got his own weapon, same as does Morningscape. Again, Morningscape is the other of Morningscape. So Dust Skimmer is the other of Morningscape. Again, if you want to find out more about the characters, check out the creation station. But this is Dust Skimmer. He's cutting himself because the word was disgusting. So I thought I'd make him a disgusting mess because he's chopping off the head of one of the creatures they use to eat. They have a very limited source of food, and on their side of the mirror portal, same world, different side. Lush, say got lush and lovely, and on the other side, which is this side, you've got a horrible sand planet, kind of like Mad Max, but they survive and they have ways of doing it. I'm not sure how I'm going to sort of get around that, but again, this was Dust Skimmer, and he's making himself something to eat. we get into the other, which is the other evil side, or the other side of the mirror portal. If you was to look through it, you'd see yourself, or see the other side of yourself. So if I'm a nice person, I would see a horrible, evil person on the other side. So that's the idea that I'm going with. Again, there's blue angle. That there is the other. He's Dustskimmer's master, father. Kind of what I'm going with this is master, son and hero, sidekick, wingman. But Dustskimmer has been chopping a lot of heads because they've got lots of, they've got to feed themselves. They have to eat quite a bit of calories and stuff, and so they eat quite a bit. But the pile of skins that you see there, which is taken off the animal. Again, I left a comment in the last video, also on TikTok, which you can see these a little bit more of a explanation on each bit each day over on my TikTok. If you don't know TikTok, you can check me out, Loot084, just a full stop between each letter and number. But here he's making a mess. It's gotten, as the word is, slippery for today, for Inktober. This, he's making it very slippery, and the other is slipping over. But I wanted to sort of see what I could do with the Copic markers on this one, and see if I can make a texture. It's cloth texture, but I'm not sure. What do you think? Let me know down below. Did I do it or not? Okay, so in this one, the other is all spelled in one word. Lothar is on the march because he knows the mirror portal has happened. The Earths, I'm calling it a universe, two different universes. They have merged, they have connected, because I'm going with a, well, you'll see how I'm going to do it. We'll see. Keep that with thing. They've connected, the mirror portal's open. The other has decided to go and check it out because he's never seen it. He's only seen it open once, and that was in the previous pictures that I've drawn before. Again, more information in those videos. He's seen the mirror portal open the second time. I'm going with like a linear thing when it opens, so like every couple of years it opens, and if you get a chance to go and check it out, you do so. And that's what the other is on his way. He doesn't know he's evil, he thinks he's a good person, so he's going to go and check out the other, or he's going to go and check out the mirror portal to see what he sees this time, because last time he saw himself in a different light and he's wondering if he can see it again. But he's got Dustskimmer, he's got his wings that he got from the cloth that he was making, he was peeling off the other animals, and he's using that cloth to put onto his bone wings so he can fly, because that is the idea that all my characters get wings, but in this one they have bone wings and they use cloth. That's what's wrapped around the other, always constantly covered in cloth, but when they open the wings up, it becomes their wings. Find out to see how I'm going to make that out of Paul McLean. Other side, this is this side and the other side is this side of the portal. Gus Blue Angle is armoured up. He's just gone on patrol. He's on patrol, and he's seen that the miracle portal is open. He didn't know it was going to open. He wasn't prepared for this, but he sees the miracle portal open. So he calls to his other sidekick to tell him he's going to investigate, but first he needs to return to today's word is armor. Hopefully I did a really good armor. I probably won't do too many this armor, but I want to make it. I want to make it now I've drawn it, because he only generally wears like a cloth over hood and so on and so on. He's got a little tail, which I think I completely forgot to put in there. I just realised I forgot to put his tail. That's what that is. That's what that part of that is. His tail. But yeah, this is his armour. That was day. Hope you're enjoying it, guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Leave a like if you do. the TikToks, Instagram, Blute084, art and games. Okay, so we're now at the end of the book that I can show you in this video, but it's not the end of the story. So keep watching, don't forget to check out the next video. If it's not uploaded, it will be very soon, but in this one I used all of the tactics that I trained myself throughout this month. This one, day 15 now, the word is outpost, and as you can see, Morningscape has found the outpost that Luke Angle always returns to, takes his armor off and then returns to Morningscape. Well, Morningscape wants to have a little look and has found it. Been searching for a while for the outpost because he's only psychic, so no one is not allowed to go to the outpost because it has full-fledged movements. Do you like that name? Movements. So Luke Angle is up on one of those perches there, and he's taking off his armor and warning his other compatriots of the mirror portal has opened, and he's off to investigate, or he's maybe going to have to investigate. You'll have to find out in the next video what's going on. But like I said, Morningscape's found that outpost, and I'm using Copic markers and everything I learned in the 15 days so far to put the light in, put the textures in for the wooden things, textures in for the mud, and if you didn't know, it's on a floating island, so I'm kind of trying to show that with different lighting in different areas and things like that. So yeah, what do you think so far, guys? So let me know down in the below in the comments, and don't forget to watch until the end for links to other projects such as this here, the main Corner Clay, and more coming soon. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ding the bell for notifications, and wait to the end for links. Otherwise, hopefully you have enjoyed this 55 minutes of my Inktober 2020. Again, this was after, and you can't see this on the live streams, but if you want to see how I did all of these illustrations, all you got to do, guys, is go over to the Inktober playlist. They're all up in there, every single stream, even the videos that I edited. So if you don't want to watch a whole video or a full hour of me doing one illustration, you can watch an hour of me doing every single one, up to 1 to 15, and then 16 to 31. That's right, guys, 31 days of Inktober. Every single day we had a stream, every single day coloured in. Then we'll have an edit. Don't forget to keep tuning in, guys, to see what happens in the story of the mirror portal. Hey guys, thank you very much for watching this episode. If you haven't already, don't forget to leave that likes down below, which is like that. And if you do like the ding-a-ling-a-ling, that bell for notifications on the next episode and the next video. If you want to find out the story before we get around to the coloured version again for the second one, both videos are available for you to go check out. Just the illustration, that just means drawing. And yeah, loads of other stuff in the Creation Station playlist. Otherwise guys, thank you very much for making it all the way to the end of the video, and I will see you in the next part 2 on 16 to 31.